Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker is said to be a film that will introduce many different revelations as well as twists and turns in this story by writer and director J.J. Abrams and Chris Terrio, as well as creator George Lucas. This is Mike Zero. Make sure to subscribe if you're new to the channel for future Star Wars content. Now, what's really intriguing about Episode 9 is that we do know that this film, at the end of the day, is going to be a revelation film. It's going to be answering many of the burning questions from The Force Awakens, while also creating brand new questions at the very beginning of this movie that will be very much answered at the very end of Episode 9. And that's exactly what JJ plans to do, is that this film really is going to be a film filled with many answers to specific questions in the Skywalker saga. Now, on top of all of this, these past couple of weeks or so, we've been learning a whole lot more about this film, and when it all comes down to one of the concept art descriptions, this is where things begin to get very exciting for this movie. Now, specifically, what's really intriguing about all of this is that a description of Kylo Ren and his Knights of Ren traveling to a place called the Dark Spire, where it's actually explained that this is where the Knights of Ren are talking to Kylo and taking Kylo to get his mask repaired by the Forger, an ancient being, as well as a place that will allow Kylo Ren to discover the very depths of the dark side. Now, it's explained that one of the scenes is said to involve a moment in which Kylo Ren is said to travel down to a place called the Shrines of the Sith, which is a place full of Sith ruins below the Dark Spire, where Kylo Ren eventually comes across a large Darth Vader statue, where Kylo and his Knights of Ren begin to kneel around it in a circular fashion, as the Knights of Ren chant an ancient Sith code. Kylo is said to go inside of the statue, where he discovers one of Vader's deep secrets that were kept locked away for decades and protected by the Forger, a device that Vader had obtained from Supreme Leader Snoke years ago, where the relic that Vader once owned allowed him to flow walk and see elements of the past, and essentially time travel to learn about the secrets of the dark side to become more powerful during the quest to resurrect Padme Amidala. It's explained that in the scene, Kylo is said to actually learn the flow walking technique through this mysterious device that was once owned by Darth Vader, his own grandfather, that Kylo Ren discovered, of course, new truths about the origins of the dark side, as well as allowing him to see the elements of the past during the ancient times through Vader's device that he kept hidden away from Palpatine for a very long time. So let's go over a couple of parts about this. Now, the thing about Episode 9 is that we do know that this film is going to explore the very origins of the dark side, as well as, of course, Darth Vader's secrets that will rise, that's really going to inspire the character of Kylo Ren to move on forward toward the dark side itself. And to me, I think that's a really interesting side of Star Wars, the fact that JJ is trying to really incorporate parts of what we already got a taste of in the comics and the novels, etc., and trying to incorporate that into a live-action Star Wars film really is a big thing that's going to open up a lot of discussions among many fans around the world. So let's go over the Shrines of the Sith location. Now, the Shrines of the Sith is actually said to be based underneath the Dark Spire. Now, the Dark Spire is actually said to be a large castle-like structure that is based on a world over in the unknown regions, or at least close to the unknown regions. And this particular scene is said to involve the Forger actually showing Kylo Ren exactly the Shrine of the Siths and, of course, the Shrine of Darth Vader that is said to hold this very device that is going to allow Kylo Ren to essentially time travel by using the flow walking technique. Now, flow walking was an ability used by the original version of Ben Solo, which was actually called Jason Solo, alright? And the fact that they wanted to do that is really big by Disney and Lucasfilm. The fact that they really want to do something to such an extent of really borrowing elements from Star Wars Legends in order to give us a different version of Kylo Ren, to learn more about his grandfather Darth Vader, really is a big deal, and it really does open up one's eyes as to exactly what Vader went through in order to become far stronger than ever before, and to find a way in order to resurrect Padme Amidala. Now, it's pretty obvious that he was not able to do that and was not successful at, pretty much resurrecting Padme, because if that were the case, it would have been done in the originals or the prequels, whatever have you. So, with that being said, the fact that they are trying to do something to such an extent like this, where Kylo Ren is able to flow walk and basically time travel through the use of this relic that Darth Vader once owned and kept a big secret from Palpatine, I think is a big deal by J.J. Abrams and, of course, Chris Terrio, and what they're really trying to do with this movie. You know, the fact that Episode 9 is going to be a film that's really going to explore the very depths of the dark side and the origins of it all, I think is really going to either be a thing that could either make or break the franchise. It all depends on how J.J. Abrams is going to introduce this idea and execute it on the big screen, and how fans are going to react to it and resonate. And I think that when we look at Episode 9, you know, it really is a film that's going to be used as a foundation to create something new, and that's a big deal by Disney and Lucasfilm, is of course that they want to do something so revolutionary to the Star Wars franchise that's going to actually come by surprise for the fans, that's really going to change our perception of the past 8 Star Wars films. So anyways guys, drop a comment below, let me know what you think about all this in the comments, and if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.